Welcome to my first plan with me on my second channel, which is Kate Lauren Design, which will be about all things planner related. Today I am doing a plan with me video, and as you can see, I will be using my Erin Condren Vertical Life Planner, and I am doing the week of January 18th. I'm actually filming this on the Friday beforehand, so I'm not fully up to speed on what I will be doing next week. I have some plans figured out, but not all of them. But I thought that it would still be fun for you guys to see the approach that I take when I plan, especially because I will be showing you some stickers that are new to my shop and how I use them. So without further ado, let's get started. So as I do in all of my weekly planning, and you've probably seen this in my prior plan with me video, I like to have a sheet for each week where I'm actually just using like a large post-it note where I record everything that I know is coming up in the future, so that if something gets planned, I don't forget about it. So I have a sense here about what's coming up this week so I can pull the right stickers for the planning. And for this week, I'm actually going to be using one of the weekly kits that I've pulled together. So I have 3 different versions of this on my shop right now. Basically, it is designed for everything you would need to plan for 1 week, and it consists of 3 sheets. I have one version for Valentine's Day that's up, one for St. Patrick's Day, and then this one is sort of like a pastel, delicate, a little bit kind of tribal Aztec-y with some of the patterns here. And I love the colors. I just think it's very soothing to look at. And if you're looking at a whole lot of plans, it's good to feel very zen about it. So this is what I will be using for the basis of my planning this week, these 3 sheets. And then I pulled a bunch, both sheets from my shop as well as sheets from other shops that I love, just to show you some selection in terms of what I'm planning on using. So the first thing that I like to do is I start with my full boxes, and I put one for each day in the middle section, which is kind of my today section from Monday through Friday. One thing I've created that I absolutely adore are these extra tall kind of double full boxes. So when it comes to the weekends, what I like to do is have one large chunk for each day of the weekend, because I don't have normally as many to-dos. It's more just me outlining what plans I have each day. So these are tall enough that they cover the header and the full box of 2 boxes, and then I put the weekend banner across. So I start by doing these 2 as well as 5 from these 6 full boxes for Monday through Friday. So I will do that now and then explain the next step. Okay, so those are done, and I know a few of them are a little bit crooked because I was reaching over to make sure that everything was still in frame and realized that I didn't apply them all perfectly, but I will assure you that my planning is a little bit neater when I do have more control. So I have all of those down, and then what I like to do next is use my today headers, and then I apply these above this kind of middle section from Monday through Friday. This weekly kit contains 7 because if you like to plan in a different way and you would rather actually have like a today section, then I wanted you to be able to have all 7 days. So now that those are down, I move on to the top box. For these, I like to use my to-do, so I will be using 5 of the to-do stickers, and then under each one, I like to have a full height heart checklist so that I can write all of my to-dos. So what I do when I put the weekly kits together is I make sure that the colors kind of give you nice variety so that it's not too much of the same color. So for these to-dos, if you use these check boxes, at least you have the green and the pink together. I should also mention that my stickers are all matte and permanent. But as you can see from the video, if you work very quickly and you haven't pushed down a sticker too much, you can normally adjust it slightly if you need to align it better. So next I'm going to do my little things, and for these ones I use them from Monday through Sunday, and I've included in the weekly kit some other options like homework, to go, to buy, personal reminders, and don't forget, so that if something like that appeals to you more, then you could use those. And then I use these little sort of half check boxes here that have just 2 hearts. And then I normally just alternate the color. If you wanted to, you could also use some of your remaining full checklists. But I just like to go with the half ones because, as you'll see, I kind of stick other things down here as well. Okay, so for Monday, I already have a little thing that is sort of a quarter box, probably an 1/8 of a box. So I'll put that one down above where I will put my little half heart checkbox, and that is the TV show The Good Wife. And I have one tiny sticker just floating around here. Here we go. I wish I could sell these, but it would be copyright infringement, so unfortunately I can't do that. But I made these for myself. I have them with a bunch of different show logos for everything that I watch, and I love them. So if you do ever make your own stickers, if either you just cut them by hand or if you have an actual cutting machine, then you don't have to worry about things like copyright infringement, and you could make those yourself. So I like to put those at the top, and then for this one, because I went with pink, I'll go with this sort of orangey beigey shade underneath it. So I'll start with the weekend banner. I have a few different options in my shop. This one is just hearts that spell out weekend. I have some that are kind of more traditional banners. I have some that are ribbon banners that are actually my personal favorite. So I just went with this one for the kit because it's nice and delicate, and I thought that it worked well with kind of the overall aesthetic. So the K goes in the middle. That's the easiest way to make sure that your weekend banner is centered. I like to put mine a little bit below the top because I like seeing the pattern kind of peek through the top, but obviously it is up to you and your personal preference. So now I'm going to work on the sidebar here, and what I like to do at the top is cover up the thankful thought with the last remaining full box that I have here, just because it kind of keeps everything looking similar. And then because I like to use this section as kind of my overall weekly to-dos, I take one of my last to-do headers and I put that sort of centered on this, and it actually looks pretty cute, so I'll show you what that looks like. And it actually works pretty nicely because this color from like the January color scheme isn't that far off from the turquoise that I've been using. So I do that, and then I take one of my remaining full height checklists and I put that underneath it, and then that's how I kind of start my weekly checklist of to-dos, and then as the list grows, then I'll just take another one of these and stick it below it, and so on. And then the last thing that I'm going to do in the sidebar here is my weekly hydrate. Okay, so now we're going to get into the actual planning for this week, and I don't really have a whole lot going on, at least that I know at this point, because again, it is the Friday before the actual week. So I do have plans on Monday and Tuesday evenings, and then sort of minor plans on Wednesday night. So what I like to do for those is use either these quarter box appointment stickers, which are probably my most used stickers that I have, or I actually created recently some new quarter boxes, if I can find them, particularly for meals. So I have these ones here, so I'll probably use these ones. So my dad is in town on Monday, so I'll have dinner with him. I have dinner plans with one of my girlfriends on Tuesday, so I'll use those for these 2 days, and then for any kind of more generic plans, I'll use the appointment stickers. So I'm going to use the gray one here, and I'm going to put this at the very bottom because I kind of messed up here with the sticker placement, so that'll cover up the white space that I have. And then I have dinner plans on Tuesday, so I will use, I think I'll use this orangey one. And then on Tuesday, I have more just to-dos, so these I'll actually write in by pen, and I do all of my pen planning at the very end. On Wednesday, I have just a note about work that I need to add in because I will be working in Brampton for the day, which for those of you who aren't familiar with Toronto, it's kind of a suburb of the Toronto core. So I have these work stickers from Budget Friendly Plants, which is actually now I think Paisley Prince Co. And I also have some from Lime and Mortar. So we'll actually probably use these ones because it's not really a specific time. Normally I would do like work at noon or something like that if I was going in late. So I think I'll use green for this one. And then also on Wednesday, my landlord is stopping by, so I'll put an appointment sticker for that one. I'll probably go with turquoise for this. And then on Thursday, I'm going to listen to the Serial podcast, the next episode, which is being released, but I'll just put that in pen in my little things section, so no need to put down a sticker for that one. The weekend is still a little bit up in the air, but I do have plans on Sunday. I'm going to a group coaching session at one of my friends' places, so I will use an appointment sticker for that one. I've pulled a whole bunch of other stickers, so I'll take a look at those and see if there's any that I want to add. So these work ones I have used. Oh, Wednesday, I totally forgot. Wednesday is a cleaning day, so I'll make sure to put down one of these flags. So I have these in different kind of shades of blue, goes from darker to lighter. I have these arrows that I pulled because I use them pretty often, but I don't really have any need for them. I was going to use these because on cleaning day, my cleaning lady also changes my sheets, but I don't have a lot of room, so I'll probably just put in Tuesday that I have to remember to put out clean sheets for her. I also have these Lazy Day Cozy Night stickers, and I think because I have stuff going on these 3 nights, Thursday will probably be a quiet night in, so I'll use one of these Cozy Night stickers. And they're designed to fit across like the single box, so I'll just put this at the bottom. So I think I'll use these ones next. These are new quarter boxes that I've recently listed that give you space on either side of the weather icon to put the forecasted high and low for every day. I know it's a little bit early because weather changes pretty quickly here in Canada, and the Weather Network isn't always the most accurate, but I will take a look to see. My weather stickers are down, and then the last ones that I'm going to use are these adorable TGIF banners from Lime and Mortar. So I think I will use maybe this light purple one to kind of spruce things up. Such a good idea. So those are all of my stickers done, and now I'm going to write everything in with pen. I love these ones. I mentioned these in a past favorites video on my main channel, which is Kate Lauren. These are the Papermate Inkjoy pens. This is just the regular black one. They're quite plain, just regular ballpoint pens, but I just find that they write really nice and they're really comfortable to use. So that wraps up the Plan With Me video for the week of January 18th. Thank you so much for watching to the end of this video because I'm sure it was a long one, and I appreciate you bearing with me. If you liked this video, then please give it a thumbs up, and also check the description box below for a link to my shop as well as any other shops mentioned in this video. I hope you guys are having an amazing winter season, and I will see you in my next video.